figure, do it intelligently. You need to have figures or not. You need to have the table or not. There's some detail about this, but I think in the short presentation I will not be able to give you the detail how to write table as well, how to prepare a table. All figures and tables should have a title. We call it caption. Yeah, caption. Okay. Well, when you present, when you submit, I mean, you have to have the list of figure caption, list of tables at the end after your references. But sometimes, some journal they want you to embed the figure inside the text. In that case, you must write the caption or the title just below the figure. But for the table, di atas on top, above the table. And one thing is, you must not have the redundant caption. This is tendency of many students or researchers. They have a table, they have say velocity versus time. Di atas, above. And then they have also the proper citation, the proper caption. It is no need for that. You have to remove the top one. Only one. But many people make that mistake. And even sometimes papers are published already. And this is not the way to do it. Okay, this I mentioned this now. And the figures must be presentable, large enough if there is some reduction, and should be clear. The line should be clear, and the figure, if you take from other source, you must quote the reference. In general, I think there is no need for you to ask permission from the publisher, but unless some publisher insists that you must get permission from the publisher if you want to reproduce the figures, other people's figures. But generally, there is no need for that, provided you give the reference source. Put the reference. It's alright. But for books, you need to have permission, because book involve what? Money. Okay. But these days, it's quite easy very easy to ask permission. It's called CRC, the Copyright Center. This all the publishers, they are all using that CRC for you to get permission. Yeah, for you to get permission, and then it's very easy. 2-3 minutes, just click, and then you get permission immediately. Except Taylor & Francis will charge you. I write books with CRC Press, the company's the imprint of Taylor & Francis. My own book, I want to publish here only for my inaugural lecture in UPM. They printed only 200 copies, but I have to pay 12. There are a few figures that I use. I think that I have to pay $12 for my own figures. Yes, this is you must understand this, and these are our figures, and then they just take our figures, and we have to pay them. Is it fair? No. It's not fair. But some journal, they said you must the author retain the copyright, like Bioresources by North Carolina, Bob Hubble. That one you can use your figure again, even your text you can use, because the author retain the copyright. Or even Transtech. Now Transtech, I think that everybody published in Transtech, but now it's banned already. No more Scopus Transtech. I lose about how many 6-7 papers without Scopus, because this year Transtech paper mainly in applied mechanics and material is not in Scopus. It's a danger of sending papers in that kind of publication. The suspicious one, and then after some time, you let people maybe complain and finish, and there's no more in Scopus. It will lead you to frustration. That's why to me at the end of the day, all of us, we have to publish in a proper journal. Now we can just escape. Some people, the journal, you just pay and they publish, and we got impact factor. But yesterday I got problem. I published in impact factor 2 polymer. MDPI. Somebody called me. This is in a bill list. Bill list. Bill list. Yeah, it's not blacklisted yet, but the ministry and some university, including our university, will not pay if you want asking for the publication fee. doesn't matter if they have affected to yesterday or what's. I told my student, don't send to this. It's got. I think it's in a bill list. But I said no, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Insist. I said okay, I let you go. And then as soon as I submit the application for the to support the publication fee, there's a call say that this is already in bill list. We do not pay you. But this time, okay, we pay, but next time no more. Yeah. But there are 4-5 journals that's already being blacklisted. Yeah. That one is a different category. This one is already like a predatory journal. So they say they don't want to pay, they want to support this kind of. If you are this kind of journal, if you publish also, you find your own money, and they will not support you. Okay, go back to this one. And also sometimes there's a need for you to do them crops, the figure. But you have big figures, but you want to focus on certain things, just crop that. It's also another strategy. And this is what I said. The figure is not clear. To me, it's not clear lah. The text is not seen. The number there you cannot read. You must do it. Make sure the line is clear, and also the text can be read. If I become the examiner for this student or master of PhD, I would say change this figure, make it a better quality. Another thing is, to me, the quality of, if you are writing thesis, should be the same as the quality of the journal paper. Your thesis must be publishable. Okay, I'm not good in English. I'm not an English teacher, but still, there are some tips for you to write, with a good English, and whether you like it or not, English is very important. That's why now I have some amount of money. Any student who got problem with the English, send to I prefer the American Journal Expert. We have to pay about 600 ringgit, but if you have a grant, and you can pay, and then it's good, give you good result, give you certificate. But sometimes in a small company or individual, you send to them and you pay 200 ringgit, and then even sometimes when I read it again, the English is not up to standard. It's not certificate also, and then you have to do it again, and then might as well you send to good editing company which is associated with the Elsevier, 600 ringgit. One for all, it's got certificate. But the only thing you have to pay from your credit card first, or cash. Then you can claim with your supervisor. So very important. When I first writing journal paper about 15-20 years ago, this is very popular comment. What they say, go to English department. They said, what you have to go to English department? You have to correct your English. And this is there's no escape for that. Your English is not good. It's a bad luck. You have to find somebody who can help you, or and see your supervisor, or if you're a researcher, you lecturer, you got your research grant, pay. It's save a lot of time. That's why that is the purpose of research grant, to help you for the English checking. Even now, if your paper is already accepted in UPM, you got acceptance letter, but the editor said you must check your English, correct your English. UPM give that also fund, special fund, like the publication fee. You can send with that to UPM also. There's special funding for that. Okay, these are the use of passive, active, third voice, first. And in general, you must not write I or we. Sometimes people use, but there's no first person I in general. Okay, but they encourage active word, not passive. But at the same time, they said no first person. It's quite difficult because the active, you can have a short one, passive bit longer, but you cannot use first person. This is the main thing. So you must know this rule. Okay, sorry, I think it belongs to somebody in here. I will not mention who's this one. Don't delay. If your paper is already accepted, say in this particular in January, don't delay until say September for you to do the correction. You have done a lot of work. Then being accepted, and then because you, as I said again, procrastination, delay is an enemy of journal publication. When you delay that, and then they say, okay, we give you only certain month, 6 months, and then after that we'll remove your paper from our list, or just do some fresh resubmission, do some resubmission proper. So it's, you know, waste a lot of your time. That's why, to me lah, don't delay. If you have some problem, if you send early, they will tell you, okay, this is a problem, do the correction. But if you keep delaying until, you know, the time is over, and then you have to do again. Okay, please refer to this one. You know how to check this, yeah? We paid a lot of money, not me lah, UPM. See, ISI Web of Knowledge, okay? They still use ISI, but they don't say Thomson Reuters. But because ISI sometimes people abuse that word. With Web of Knowledge, this is where you can get the information to obtain the impact factor and Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And nowadays, UPM or even the Ministry in Malaysia, they try to target for Q1 and Q2 journal. And Q1 and Q2. Like this one. And impact factor. Impact factor is needed. Try to publish in this kind of journal. Okay, writing a review paper. A lot of issues in this. People said, oh, not for students to write review paper. Some people say review paper is only by expert. Review paper should be done by invitation. This is a notion, what people say, remark. Okay, is it true or not? Maybe true, some part. But in my experience, I think we should write a review paper. Why? We have done a lot of review. PhD, for my student, I asked them to compile 150 journal paper. So 150 journal paper, easily you can write 3 journal review paper. And he said, you need to be expert to write a review paper. Okay, fine. You as a researcher may be new, but your supervisor, they are only expert in the area. So by virtue of your supervisor, you can publish using the name expert. People say, don't write a review paper early in your career. Write at the end, after you finish at the end, last semester. Also for me, I don't share that view. You can write early. Ahmad sent in the first semester and it's published, and Q2. It depends, because if you are well guided, you got supervisor who can guide you, it's okay. And review paper is meant to be other people's work. But you know, you have to paraphrase, rephrase, rewrite. And this is a difficult work. It's a big challenge, because our mother tongue is not English. And we tend to, you know, quote, and you quote maybe 6-7 words, you know, straight, and then it's considered plagiarism. What is plagiarism? It's academic crime. It's a crime. Yeah, crime. Yes. Very difficult, but now it's easy. Now we got turning in, you know, turning in. Turning in, your supervisor has got the software. Turning in. Do turning in, you know. Okay, turning in also some trick in turning in. You know, I have 20% similarity index, similarity. But 20% maybe from one source, that is plagiarism. But to me lah, if you have 40%, if you have one, you know, you get, maybe you have 500 papers, 40%, for one paper you only 1%, 1%, it's okay, isn't it? It depends the extent of plagiarism, not the accumulative number, but still people looking at that as well. 50% people will query, you know, why too high? But when you look into that, it's only 1%, 1% from different papers. But the actual one, don't plagiarize. Jangan plagiat. Don't copy people's work. And you said taking from one source is what? Taking from one source is plagiarism. Taking from various sources is what? It is creativity. Yes, truly. Okay, you want to have the definition. Concurrent engineering, for example. You have 20 definitions from 20 different authors. Combine them, and then remove some, add your own word, and become one.